Whole row here was supposed to be dill. This is the proof that there used to be dill. And the reason why I formed this row is because when I was planting this dill, it was raining a lot in the area, and when it rains, there's like this much water here. So I just didn't want my dill to drown, and I pre-grew this. So I pre-grew the dill out of the seeds, and then I planted it. Then here I was putting in some of these onions. They were also pre-grown, and some of them grew for a while, and then it just stopped. And as you can see, and I was putting seeds here, and here, multiple types of seeds at different points, like when there was rain, when there wasn't rain, or when there was a lot of rain, and there's nothing. Nothing is growing. The only thing growing is weeds. Here, as you can see, we have some dill growing here. So what I'm trying to do now is, when I can, I just take out the weeds around it. Fortunately, the root stays in, even though it did rain yesterday. As you can see, the ground is rock solid, and it's gonna have some dill. Hopefully this will not die. It's starting to turn yellow under the heat. It's my huge oregano plant. It's obviously out of control. I should do something about this, but I don't do anything about this because, first of all, the heat, it is very, very hot outside. Also, this is the only thing that grows in my garden out. As you can see, we have some arugula. We should actually collect some of it. I don't know if it's good. Let's taste it. Oh, that's disgusting. It has too strong of a taste. It's an old one. Man, I have to get rid of this too. Let me see, this one seems new. Nope. There's a little baby arugula here growing. Maybe this one will be better. Meanwhile, this is my fortunella. Let's take out some of the weeds and give it to the cats at home. Pea microgreens. Basically what happened is I didn't give them water for like a day. It started dying so fast. I realized there was no point in trying to save them. So this is it, 3 days later. In this heat, it's what it takes. I collected them like twice before it got to this point. So for half of the tomato plants, and I have like a couple more waiting to be transferred, and it rained yesterday, so I think today is the day we are going to be transferring them. We might have a couple of tomatoes this year, I don't know. And so this is my basil. I will leave a couple of plants over here. So I also have some basil here. Now each of these little guys can give us beautiful luscious plants. So these are pods, and they have only like black ground in them, like this. You buy it in bags. Space over here, I cleared it from all of the weeds. I just basically put on some of this dark ground generously. Why is it so dry? It rained yesterday. So anyways, this whole section is covered in this like dark good soil, and I also put a lot of seeds. This whole thing should be drowning in seeds, but as in the seeds were for the greens, obviously. The usual, some parsley, some dill, and some greens that I got in seeds from Vietnam. And I give water to this section here twice a day. But yeah, as you can see, all we have here is weeds. So I think this is not a weed. I think this could be parsley. That would be awesome. Okay. You go girl, you go girl. And we also have some onion growing here. Is this onion? No, that's a weed. If at least the weeds were edible. I really wanted to be able to grow food, but then it turned out I can't really grow food here. So I was just trying to grow some greens, because the greens are also food. It's just some parsley, some dill. I guess we're gonna have basil this year. It's sad. This section here, I was also making rows, but at this point, they're also, so here we have quite some parsley growing, as you can see. So the plan is to take out all of this extra stuff, which extra stuff is arugula and these onions that are not growing anymore, really, they're dead. So I'm gonna take out all of this arugula and the parsley. The parsley will have probably more space, I guess, and I will be trying to plant here parsley from now on. My mint is thriving, as you can see. It is growing only in this area here, and this This isn't mint. What is this? Smells like mint, but looks different. Interesting. This is mint, but this looks and smells like mint, but it's probably not mint. I don't know. Here we have my tomato plants. Now, as you can see, my arugula is taking over again. You can actually eat this one. It's not that bad. I think I'm gonna collect. It's actually better than I expected. Not as rock hard than I thought it would be. So this is a tomato. This is a tomato. Now this is also a tomato. This is radish, but it's probably going to be... You're not supposed to have radish in the ground with temperatures like this. And you might say, well, you have a lot of weeds growing in between everything. No, like, I'm 6 weeks postpartum, okay? I have a newborn. I'm trying to get back into training. I have also in this heat using tomato plants, tomato plant, another tomato plant, and lots of seeds were put in this area, and nothing grew. Nothing grew. I also put some soil, good dark soil in here, and mixed it up with whatever this is. I don't know. And as you can see, I was watering. Nothing took off so far. Oh, you've seen the garden. If you have things coming to your head, like immediately, like something that I can do that will make the situation better, someone who knows about gardening watches one of these videos, and if you can help, you've seen it, you think you can help, please help with advice. It obviously has to be something low effort, because like I mentioned, I want to run a half marathon 3 months after giving birth, and I have a newborn that I dearly love. Now we are paying rent for this house, and it has a little garden on one side and on the other, and I should be making the most of it. I think it's gonna be an update. I guess subscribe for an update of my unsuccessful garden.